So all right, in prison, you, I'm good. I'm good. But I just want you to know, like in prison, you are taught not to cry. You are taught not to display any emotion whatsoever. You learn that very early on in your prison sentence, and I can just honestly say that the worst part of me and who I am, as far as the total disregard for somebody's life, I experienced at that moment. I'm okay. I'm good. But and it's just like you gotta really just I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. The worst part of me came out because I don't know if I wasn't defending myself. I was just defending my reputation. And defending your reputation is not a reason to try to do something to somebody like what I tried to do to this man or what this man tries to do to me. I cannot say I was the victim here because I could have easily just said he paid me or something. There was some other ways out of it. And I just kind of wasn't, I don't know, my mind had become a part of what that world was. And so I guess the hard part for me now realizing that um, there's no reason to disregard somebody's life like that. There's no reason. Nobody could do that over maybe when we say $200, prison commissary $200 is probably about $40 or $50 in the world. You're telling me at root, and I know I'm not that type of person that is the type of person to say, oh, I want to do this to somebody over $50. And over anything at that moment, nothing is more valuable. Because if I would have done him something, I was out of my kids, my life, my family for the rest of my life. If he would have done me something, I'm out of my feelings, my friends, and vice versa, and for his too. So it's like the hard part for me is just realizing like, wow, now as I'm reliving it with y'all, it's just like, um, that's not who I am. So I'm here with y'all. No crying, no tears, no nothing like that. We good. It's okay. Um, and pardon me for that brief interruption, but uh, I just kind of remember what was the I guess the feeling rushed over me of what that's like and what going through that was like and what that was like, and it was like that, like easily, one wrong move, I won't be here. Either way, and how prison turns people into you killers or whatever. This is not who we are as human. I don't know what he was in jail for, uh, but it probably was. It probably wasn't nothing. Well, and I don't know if he's watching this or something. But I want to apologize because I know you have a family. I know somebody out there loves you. I know somebody out there cares for you, and I'm not who that is. I don't remember much about you other than you was either from Arkansas or Alabama. But if you see this and you was at Mariana with me, I am so sorry. I am heartily sorry for what the harm I tried to cause to you or the harm I did cause to you. I am heartily sorry for that. And I apologize from the deepest of me because nobody deserves that. I was put in a hole for about 4 months. I was in a hole. They had corrected my time, so I would have been eligible to go to a low. But because of the knife fight, my points had risen to where I was headed to a penitentiary. I was deemed basically violent, and so I had to go up a notch instead of going down a notch. And so I was scheduled to go from a medium to a high, aka a penitentiary. I knew that much. I did not know what penitentiary I was going to. And so I spent about 4 months in a hole, and then I was transferred back onto the plane, but I did not go through Oklahoma. The plane left straight from Georgia and went to Alexandria. And there, I was taken by bus from Alexandria to Pollock, Louisiana, which we say Pollock, and I don't know why, but that's what it is. And so I went to Pollock, where went to Pollock Penitentiary. Polak, and I'm gonna talk about that in the next video, of which I'm not gonna probably not gonna do today. If I may do it tonight, I'm just kind of a little drained right now. Do anybody have any questions at this point? So that's what I did at Mariana. Um, as far as what happened to Leonard, Um, Leonard got out, and we talked a few times on Facebook Messenger. Um, but he's living his life. Still doing he's still doing that. He do some type of welding or something construction up there in Maryland, and when I so he's in contact with me. He's told when I have an aunt that stays up there in Washington, and so I hope to visit her soon, and I hope to see him soon as well. But we of course were separated at that point, um, and that's that with him. Um, he still got his tattoo, my initials, and I still got his tattoo. I have not got it removed. I love y'all too. Um, yeah, it's heavy. That was heavy, but I'm good. Do anybody y'all have anything, questions, comments about what happened in CI Mariana before I get the Pollock video pilot uh, coming later. Um, so I love you so much. How long were you there before the fight? Um, Nearly a year. I was I went to Mariana probably nearly a year. I was still in our relationship lasted a good 8 months out of that year. I was there about 4 months before we started like really whatever. We probably moved in the cell. We was tied in that cell together for months. Um, I didn't know it was gonna be that deep either. I didn't know I felt like that. I guess I pushed it a lot. I said, we do all things in our lives that we are not proud of. It takes a strong person to make that fall and move on. Hey, how you doing, Sam? So I was there nearly a year. Point eight was point. I could pronounce point. I know how to say it. I want to know when you're coming to Houston. I love you. I don't know yet. Soon. I think November sometime. I know watch some sports tonight. I don't know. I just like I don't know. I'm good. At least you got you some fuzzy tail finally. I did get some fuzzy tail. Stacey. Would this be something you can work through with your therapist? I think I might need to because I didn't know. I knew what happened, but I don't know how it felt. Like just talking about it and remembering like the feelings, like for real, remembering it deep, just like hit me the wrong way. Not the wrong way, but just like it just hit me like boom. And so I don't know how that because I don't remember ever feeling. I don't remember ever feeling. I don't know. Yeah. So it just wow because I did cry afterwards too, but I don't know. In prison you can't display emotion. I think I'm getting it out now. You are so brave to say your story. No step. No step. I tried asking my dude about his prison story since he did time and he wants to forget about it and not share much. It is hard. Did you see things in prison that you haven't dealt with yet? Did I see things in prison that I hadn't dealt with yet? Yes. Y'all saying my life was on the line, but no. Because I could have just like, well, I'm a punk. You can say whatever. I could have this other stuff. I think that's why I don't want to do part one. Part one. Like what happened. I don't know. When it happened, we're almost at 20K. Yeah. Your son spent 6 years in the hole? Oh my God, Angela. I'm so sorry for that. Because that's hard. What options did you have at that time? At the time, like beforehand, I could have just like, oh, he paid me. Or just, I don't know. 6 years in the hole is a long time. I've never spent a year in a hole. I've spent months in a hole at times, but a month is horrible. Prison, it's like almost like they have to find a better way to do this. They have to prison. He wanted to spend the 6 months in a hole, 6 years in a hole. That's rough. Like it's. Yeah, is he okay mentally? Oh my God, that's a long time. It's been a whole sweet. It's mind control. Yeah. Yeah, there has to be a better way to do this. There has to be a better way to do this. Because this is something I would have not done. Where is it that inmates are allowed to wear regular clothing? It was the whole different than being in the others. Yeah, I could talk about that whole briefly. The federal hold is basically it was like the cells, but just you never leave. There's no open doors. It was the federal hold is worse than any state hold, because you really in there. The only plus, I guess, is that you get a radio, and so you kind of connected to the world. Other than that, there's no connection to the world. You're in a cell all day, every day with the same person. I was in a cell with a dude from Chicago. Was this that whole? Yeah, yeah, yeah. With a dude from Chicago most of the time, and then like I think toward the end, might have been one of the Florida boys, but I wasn't on that type of time. I was just like laid back, cool. And so you get books and stuff. I mean, but it was the whole is so horrible. You really feel like uh, an animal. You're in a box forever. You can't go nowhere. It's like trapped. It's like, and so I don't know what it's meant to tell you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it meant to do but to make you be an animal? How is, like, I never understood the point of prison. I got it. I was corrected after 2 years. 1 or 2 years I was in there, I was like, oh shit, I cannot go out there and do fraud. But it's like your mind is so, like, it turns you into an animal because you treat it like one. I just told you my dude, we was not together no more. We were separated. And so he's out and he's living his life and doing his thing. He's doing some type of welding type stuff. Me and him talk on Facebook Messenger a few times, and whenever I could get up there to Washington, I would go try to go see him. Quick question. Did you have so many levels throughout your sentence for normalcy, fear, or a little bit of both? I don't know. It just was happening. I didn't have, and so like it sounds bad. Imagine this. I got to give y'all you got to think about this. Prison, a day in prison is a month in the world. Time is moving that slow. It's a standstill. After about a week of talking to somebody all night, you know pretty much enough about them. You know their whole life story for in generality. Like you learn a person quick. And so the time is such at a standstill. And so by that being said, it's like, imagine it. So if I was with somebody for 2 months, I felt like I was with them for 2 years. So me, the lovers, like me, it's not like I was hopping around from lover to lover. I know it sounds like that, but it's because I'm telling it how it happened in order, but at the same time, it wasn't like I was just, like this is periods of time that I was with these people. The periods of time that felt like more time. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, butter passes on Delta. All right, well, Angela, email me, mcshakielive@gmail.com. Prison is not for punishment, not for rehabilitation. Right. Kill Nelson is a moderator. The story is condensed several years in an hour. Yeah, for real. It's like I'm giving y'all a year of time in 1 hour. So it sounds like I was around there fucking everything, but it was not the case. I definitely wasn't. All right. Was it hard getting back on your feet financially once you got out of jail? Yes, very hard. I had to put all pride I ever had in my life to the side. Yes. I was a jail for good, so my damn mind still hearing those stories I wasn't making. You are and will consistently be blessed to do things that shouldn't do. You gotta break maybe you need rest. Yeah. Shake it, it's all live. Shake it off live. I'm good. Y'all know me. I'm a trooper. We don't cry. We don't die. We multiply. I'm a baby king. No step. I am on parole. Yeah, I am on parole. All right, y'all. I love y'all. As always. I love y'all. Can you tell just a little bit more before you go? I was in a hole. I wrote, and just kind of stayed to myself until they called my name and shipped me to Pollock. What would you say to someone who's doing what you were doing before you went and don't do it? Are you allowed to leave the state? Yes, I've left the state several times. I just have to do it with permission. I went to New York, Los Angeles, Dallas, Houston several times, Atlanta. Sometimes you just gotta tell your parole officer fill out a form. I don't give him no trouble. I pay my little dues. I piss clean. So he pretty much just let me flow. I don't cause no trouble. Whatever you said, put all my people on your videos, deliver child. Thank you. Shakie, just go, baby. We'll be here when you're ready. You did good. You're very good, child. I'm a Sagittarius. Go get some fresh air. Release it to the universe. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Where's the X button? Oh, there you go. I love you.